As a canine behaviourist, my entire career can be boiled down to helping people solve one question. Why won't my dog listen to me? So let's look at giving you the answers so you can ensure that your dog does listen to you.
There's one place that we have to start, and that has to be the question of, does your dog actually understand what it is that you want from them? We can't be frustrated with their bad behaviour if we haven't put the work into training the obedience of what it is that we do want. And have we made them doing what we do want fun? Isn't that right, Dexter?
Yeah.
So we need to make sure that we're teaching the obedience. We need to make sure that our dogs understand what we want and it's fun for them to do so. Yes, right now we put Eileen in a sit and stay so that we can get this lovely shot. She knows what that means. I've taught her what that means, and right now she's being told that she's a good girl and she's getting lovely scratches behind the ear for doing so. I can't be frustrated with her if she doesn't know what it is that I do want. But if we get that sorted, and that is obedience training, then we can move on to some of these other points that is going to be what allows you to have the high levels of success that you're looking for.
So once we have understood the importance of teaching our dog what we do want, and we've made that fun through positive reinforcement-based obedience training, we now have to look at why so many dogs that are even trained that way still don't listen. Why some dogs, like Eileen, will listen to even my 4-year-old son, who she weighs 4 times more than. And the answer to that can get boiled down to one question. Does your dog see you more as a leader or a littermate? If you want real-world success in real-world situations under real-world distractions, your dog must see you as a calm, confident leader. Someone who they not only look up to for guidance and direction, but someone they know they must listen to when asked to do something, no matter what's going on around them. It does not matter if your dog can do advanced tricks in your living room, if they can't sit quietly in a coffee shop. And to achieve that, they must see you as a leader. And to be a leader has nothing to do with age, gender, or size. Both my children lead all our dogs calmly and confidently, and our dogs follow their guidance and direction because of it. So when in doubt, be more like my boys here and become a loving leader.
So the next big reason that your dog might not be listening to you is, yes, we need to make sure they understand what it is that we do want from them. That's a really important side of the equation. But we have to be able to communicate to our dogs when they're doing something we don't want them to do. So you have to be able to challenge their bad decisions, challenge their negative behaviours, but you need to do so in a way that they understand. If I just kept saying no to Eileen, no to Eileen, no, 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 that doesn't mean anything to her. I have to find a way to communicate she's doing something inappropriate in a language that she understands, that makes her understand that she's doing something that I don't like. That doesn't need to be mean, it doesn't need to be cruel, but it is crucial if you want to be able to have success. We need to be able to communicate to our dogs what we do want, and we have to be able to communicate to our dogs what we don't want. There are multiple different ways we can do that. You can use an empowered verbal correction where, yes, we can have a no or an or enough, but it has to have consequences to them. That has to mean something to the dog. Or we could use the right kind of equipment. It's no secret I'm a huge fan of a slip lead. A slip lead, when used appropriately, correctly, from a place of loving leadership, can also communicate very effectively to our dogs when they're doing something we don't want them to do. So when they're doing the right things, we reward it and we praise it. When they're making bad decisions, we challenge those decisions in a language that they understand. Isn't that right? And that way you'll be able to have the dream canine companion you've always wanted, whether you're an old grumpy bearded man like me or young as these two, can control dogs this big with loving leadership, because most importantly, leadership is love.